Timber Tuff, first thing you've got to do is attach it on your blade. The one mistake that you'll find here, and if you find it on your own, you're going to ruin your own chain, is that it's got to be, you got to maintain a gap under here. There's got to be a gap between this metal and the chain. When you do that and you're tightening it down, because you're turning it one way, you can see it kind of starts to turn that way. So you've got to tighten them down, 1, 2, 3, then do it again, and again, a couple times to get it really solid on there. Safety, ear protection, something hard to keep things from hitting your head, and visual. I'll tell you, I see this every day in my work. People coming in with wood chips in their eyes. Don't do it. Just wear something that'll protect your eyes. Third thing about this product, gotta have a chainsaw. You gotta know how to use your chainsaw. To start a steel chainsaw is one of the harder chainsaws to start. The first is like a half choke. You want to pull that until you hear it almost start. Then you put it into the actual choke, and you should only take 2 or 3 pulls and it should actually start. Pull the trigger and it'll actually start the motor. Let it sit for a minute and you're good to go. Then you can test it back. This is the kick guard. This will actually get the chain to start. So there's 2 things as far as what I recommend. You got to fill up on your chainsaw. You got to fill up the gas and oil and then the lubrication. And each time you go to make a new cut, I recommend turning your chainsaw off, giving it a break for a couple minutes, refilling your oils, and then getting started on your next cut. So you got 2 spots to load on a steel chainsaw, and that's going to be your gas with your oil mixture, and you're also going to have your bar lubrication. Make sure both of those are filled up. So at this point you want to make sure that this portion of your guide is, depending on if you're using a 2x4, 2x6 as your guide. I use a 2x4, so I'm going to put on this little adapter, and it should fit right away, right in there. You should be able to just slide it back and forth. Now we're going to make our cut. I'll explain how I do the cut. I usually come across all the way, make my line across, make sure we're hitting it pretty good as far as the distance, make sure everything's set, sturdy, and you're not going to hit any snags. Then I go back and I kind of make a rock motion, and I cut down like this, and you'll see that as I come across, I'm cutting down until you can see light underneath. I skip a section up here, and then that keeps your board from compressing onto your blade as you cut along here. So then as you go in the back, you kind of skip over where your guides are, and you come back and cut those very last, and that makes a nice clean cut.